Hello everyone, Brigadier General Tommy Mancino, Adjutant General of Oklahoma. Today I wanted to take the opportunity to give you a COVID-19 mandate update. The update is that we pretty much have no change, but it's important to note that the deadline established by the Secretary of Defense, which is June 30th, is rapidly approaching. We will only have a couple of more drills to work together to come to the best solution for you in this regard. If you're already vaccinated, thank you. You can turn this video off. If you're not vaccinated and are going through your options, stay tuned. I'm getting ready to walk through each of them in some detail. The first thing I want to make sure everyone knows, though, is that the Secretary of Defense's mandate remains in place. As I've said from the beginning, I nor the governor have the ability to undo a valid medical readiness requirement as established by the Secretary of Defense. However, the governor's order on the governance and implementation of that policy in Oklahoma also remains in effect. The governor said something very simple. He said, if you are an Oklahoma National Guardsman, we will not take negative administrative action or punishment for your denying to take the mandated vaccine. As a practical matter, though, as I've said from the beginning as well, there are many implications to you, your family, and your career. And this is really what I'm here to talk to you about today. You're going to find as you go to drill here in the near future, you're going to be, every soldier that is not vaccinated is going to be first given an opportunity to be vaccinated. I'm going to make it as available as widely as possible to ensure that as many of you that want to be vaccinated will be. If you choose not to be vaccinated, you're going to be given a non-punitive, very important here, this is an informational only counseling statement. And I'm doing this to both, one, make sure that I've told you the repercussions of any decision you make, which is mostly the inability to drill. And we'll get into that here in a second. But also I want to provide you with all the options available and let you choose and indicate to me and your command how you want to be treated in this. Respecting your decisions and fully informing you are two of the key things that I've tried to do from the beginning of the COVID-19 mandate. DFAS is the agency that's responsible for paying you, and they are a federally controlled agency. If you were to receive pay after the June 30th deadline in an unvaccinated status, they would simply recoup your pay. Therefore, I will not allow soldiers to drill after the June 30th deadline. So, what are your options? You're going to be given this counseling statement. And the first part of the counseling statement says quite simply, after June 30th, you will not be able to drill. Then it goes on to list 4 options, and I'm going to walk you through each one of those options real quick. The first one is an indication to me and your command that you are willing to be vaccinated, but that you will only accept a fully FDA-approved and packaged vaccine. Therefore, if you choose to only receive FDA-approved vaccine, indicate that with option 1. Indicating option 2 and 3 tells us that you wish to seek either a medical or a religious exemption. Option 2, medical exemptions, are generally given for someone that has had an adverse reaction to a prior medication or has an existing condition that would make it ill-advised for them to take this vaccination. You will need to work with, and we'll make sure we make medical providers available to you to document and work through the process of requesting a medical exemption. Option number 3 is the option for many of you that have expressed a religious objection to this vaccine. If you fall into that category, mark option 3 and we will have the appropriate command and chaplain staff get with you to help you process that religious exemption request. If you check either option 2 or 3, a medical or religious exemption request, know that that does protect your ability to continue to drill in the National Guard starting June 30th. Finally, option 4 is for those of you where none of the prior options meet your intent. You do not want to be vaccinated with either emergency use authorization vaccine or fully FDA approved vaccine. You do not wish to seek a medical or religious exemption, and therefore you're indicating to me it is simply your desire to not take the vaccine. This is a completely acceptable answer. However, be aware that if that is your answer, you will not be able to drill, even for retirement points. I understand how complicated this whole process can be. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your chain of command or call me directly. I'll be glad to do whatever I can to ensure you have all the information necessary to make a decision that's right for you and your family.